find a way to run from the city of the sun. You could have stayed, it's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through colored glass, time rolls on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shape my smile.
So I was pretty much finished. It's 3 o'clock right now, and the kids and my husband went for a walk, and I was just scrolling through Twitter, and I saw this from the Hill, and I was like, at least that gives me hope, because it seems like since Biden became president, the Republicans seems like nothing had changed. They just went to their old ways. And in one of my videos recently, I said, I'm probably not gonna cover anything about political because I'm so the things that's coming out of some Republicans' mouth are so depressing. But thank God I came across this. That gave me a slightly hope. And I guess the thing that I always talk about, the ones with the most, the loudest voice with the mic and stuff like that, are the one who's speaking and got me depressed again. And that's when I was like, I'm gonna tune off. But this one gives me slightly hope, and I wanna share it with you. This is a former Senator Tom Daskell. Okay, there's a quote. I think at some point in the future, Republicans have to make a real decision about whether they are really a Trump party or whether they're a Republican conservative party. All right, let's listen to it.
President Trump had enormous influence in the party, and because in large measure it's the primary, not the general election, that dictates for a lot of members what they do in their political life. That base is very powerful. That base is drawn in large measure around support for President Trump today, and it'll remain a question until that's resolved. I think at some point in the future, Republicans have to make a real decision about whether they're really a Trump party or whether they're a Republican conservative party, and that's a decision that only they can make. President Trump had enormous.
All right, let me see, read some of the comments and see what some people are saying. Okay, the funny thing is that calling it the Trump Party, it covers for what everybody, including this politician, really knows what the movement is, a fascist party. They are just too scared to call it what it is. Okay, not really, but okay. All right, people keep on talking, having a three-party system. Who knew it was going to be? Okay, who knew it was going to be Democrat, Republican, and Republican crazy? Okay, the decision has been made. They are Trump party. Okay, they already made the decision. I think they have been showing what party they are for the last 4 years. They're not fiscally conservative either. Okay, Republicans have already made that decision and they chose Trumpism over American democracy. Okay, they already made that decision. Okay, you mean Republican? Why add descriptor not intended by our founders? Okay, forget the ass and the elephant. We have a lion. Okay, lion look like a hairy baboon. Okay, Tom Dasko, they already made that decision. It is the Trump party. They've embraced it. When you have over 100 congressmen stand up after a violent insurrection and still try to overturn an election, I think you have your answer. Okay, stop asking Tom Dasko what he thinks. Okay, we don't need to hear it. Okay, whatever. I mean, this is if you don't want to hear it, just don't even follow the thing. I mean, maybe this guy or this person wants it. Okay, I mean, I don't know. When you say we, just say you don't want to hear it. All right, don't talk to for everybody. So there's more to that. Okay, but I read some of the comment and then I came across this. All right. From the Daily Beast, the worldwide leader in sports has largely ignored the McGregor is being sued for rape and the lead up to his lucrative UFC championship bout Saturday night broadcast on ESPN. I didn't know he was being sued for rape. Alright, so I'm not going to go on the article, but I just like to read the headline and then go on the comment and see what some people are saying. Don't forget he assaulted a retired 70-year-old at a bar because the old guy wouldn't give up his chair. What? This guy is a piece of... okay, in the strictest sense. Really? This is what happened when you turn somebody into a god. So was Kobe Bryant. What was that? Shame on you. There are two different scenarios. Kobe and his fiancée worked out this personal issue, got married, and had beautiful girls together. Please don't bring up his name in this case. Okay? I honestly don't see the appeal of this man. Okay? So basically the Fox News network of sport. And he sucker punched an old man. Did he? ESPN, any comment? Okay, so he tagged the ESPN here. Really? He did all of this. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to do as many recording before the kids come. At least tomorrow I'll just edit them. Okay, tell me more. Why is COVID-19 so dangerous? So that's Dr. Fossey. Let's see.
Something that's going to be with us forever.
All right, tell me more. Tell me more.
I want to know more. Tell me more about vaccines.
Researchers and scientists with the support of the U.S. government are racing against the clock to develop a vaccine against the novel coronavirus.
What we have here with the coronavirus is a virus that's new, that is highly, highly efficient in spreading from human to human, and has a, relatively speaking, a considerable degree of morbidity and mortality. You put all those things together, and that's the perfect storm.
See, as I'm listening to the one thing I realize, there's different type of warfare. So this one is one, I think biological warfare kind of thing. Let me make sure I'm using the proper term. Let me see. Biological warfare. Okay, I want to make sure. Biological war. Let's say here. Okay, biological war, an emergent threat in the 21st century. Okay, is an old as civilization observed black, but it was international revulsion over the widespread use of poisonous mustard gas during. Okay, that's not. What do you call it? See, luckily I looked. It's the wrong term. Yeah, I thought I was using the wrong term, but it is correct. Biological warfare. Okay, biological warfare, also known as germ warfare, is the use of biological toxin or infectious germ such as bacterial, viruses, insects, okay, and fungi with the intent to kill or incapacitated humans, animals, or plants as an act of war. Biological weapons or living organism or replicant entities. All right, so yes, I was right. Biological warfare. So when I was listening to him talking, one of the things that came to me is that we are at war right now, and I think many Americans don't even notice that. Pretty much around the world. So those superpowers and kind of things like that. If you see where that COVID originated, you should have an idea. So I think this is not done yet. What I think is going on is to pretty much paralyze, okay, whoever the mastermind behind this thing is, to paralyze the superpowers, okay, the superpowers. And then once a good amount of people have been paralyzed to that, and then they could just walk and do what they need to do. Okay, I'm just saying, this is what I got from all of this, just listening to him, because this is one of the tactic that has been used where you don't have to work with, tons of heavy loaded kind of things to cause destruction. Okay, the person has that thing within him. All that person has to do is walk around and spread it and then kill people, and which is pretty much what's going on right now. Okay, you don't even know who has it, who doesn't have it, but you see the amount of people that already died from this thing. So it's the following day and I'm editing this video, and I was just thinking, so I think I've spoke about this in some old videos before, in terms of Trump's, what all of the things that we see happening were all by design. One of the things that came to mind is, what are some of the steps Trump have done for us to be in that position where they could actually walk and do as they please. For instance, if you look at in the US, first you will see that they jailed or killed African American men, mostly men, okay? All right, then the second thing that they've been doing is get rid of gangs in the US and Mexico. That's another thing. And then the third thing is they try to redo the U.S. political stance around the world. Anything that the U.S. stood for, they try to redo it. All right, and then the worst thing is that you have a lot of, Republicans, GOP. Some of them, I think they were respected, but they didn't do anything to stop him, all right, from doing some of this stuff. And then the fourth thing is they let the pandemic into the U.S., okay? Letting the pandemic into the U.S. was a way to somewhat paralyze the citizen, okay? Made them afraid to go stand online, to go vote and do what was right, because he wanted to be re-elected. Anybody that they were trying to prevent people from being at the poll, and you saw all those things that they did to prevent people from going to the voting booth. They did all sort of things. They moved a certain poll station, they put them far away from people. All these were some tactic that they did so people will be discouraged. Okay, I remember when Trump first got elected, I don't know where and what forum that I mentioned that, and I said, Hitler was democratically elected to be in the position that he was in. For some reason, I saw that same thing with Trump. Okay, once they let the pandemic end and they tried to prevent people to go online, scare people, and then you saw all those American people who die. Okay, and he was spreading lies, telling them whatever we were hearing is not true, disagree with science and all of this, and too bad some idiot listened to them, and then they pretty much at their demise. Okay, the other thing is, okay, I think I mentioned already, is try to rig the election to establish his stance. thank goodness he failed, because some elected officials, okay, if you look at Georgia, for instance, okay, some elected officials took their oath of office seriously. They did not deter of some of the things Trump was trying, pressuring them to do. Okay, and you see that this is a good example to take, even with Mike Pence too. All right, they took those oath of office seriously. So Trump is the type who's pushing people to do things. And I think Michael Cohen had mentioned that during his, when he was talking to, what's the term they use when you, at the Senate and you try to tell the Senate something. I can't think of the word right now. Because a lot of time, based on Michael Cohen's thing, he said that Trump will pretty much say certain things, but not directly, somewhat indirectly, and you're supposed to know what he meant by that. All right?
Tweeting about his longtime fixer and personal lawyer, saying, "I never directed Michael Cohen to break the law. He is a lawyer and he is supposed to know the law."
In his emotional apology to the court, Cohen pointed directly at President Trump, saying, "It was my own weakness and a blind loyalty to this man that led me to choose a path of darkness over light. Time and time again," Cohen said, "I felt it was my duty to cover up for his dirty deeds."
Cohen sentenced to 3 years in prison for what a federal judge called a veritable smorgasbord of fraudulent conduct.
Prosecutors say Cohen acted in coordination with Trump when, in the lead up to the 2016 presidential election, he arranged hush money to porn star Stormy Daniels.
So many people may think Trump is stupid, but he's not. Okay? So all of this stuff, okay, if you listen to someone who's pushing you to go do something, and then at the end of the day, if you go and do it, okay, you're the one who's gonna be in trouble. You should be smart enough to know this is wrong. And this is what some of the elected officials in Georgia did. They did not listen to him because they're the one who's in power, because if things don't go their way, they will be in trouble. Okay, and that's the same thing. You could take, for instance, the Mail on Sunday with the copyright case. All right, you have the palace is giving them information about someone else. Okay, but the problem is they did not took. Well, it's a different thing, not taking oath of office, but they were supposed to do their homework to know that, okay, this person is giving me that information about someone else, which is Megan's letter. Okay, they should know that it's the person who wrote the letter who should tell them what to write about their letter. But they didn't do their research or ask Megan permission about it. They just went and do it. Okay, so now they are in trouble. That's the perfect example for you here. Okay, so, and then the sixth thing about Trump here is that if he were to succeed in being re-elected, pretty much the country would have been doomed. Okay, he would. You could see right now all the GOP, some of the elected officials are pretty much doing exactly what he says. Okay, they don't put any limit to for him. Okay, they just open the door and let him do as he please, and pretty much the country would have been done. Okay, and we are still at it. Okay, we're not done yet because there are some people who are within our government who are still carrying out his work. So we all need to be vigilant. Okay, whether you're Democrat or Republican, you have to take the whole entire picture as a whole, because if we don't have some sort of a guide or stance on something, and then you're just letting people do as they please, just know at one point it may not be your time now. At one point it will be your turn. Okay, because once they get rid of all the lower people or things like that, first they will try to get rid of the strong first. That will give them opposition, that will fight them. Okay, so they will take you, the weak one, okay, to be with them, to get rid of the strong one. And then eventually, once the strong ones are done, okay, you'll be one of the weak ones with them. And if they want to get rid of you, it's easy for them to do it on their own, and then you'll be done with. All right, this is why, okay, you see they're jailing a lot of African American men, they're killing them on the street. Okay, all these were by design. Okay, when you look at gun control, Okay, they never and I guess they're not willing. They're not willing to put some sort of gun control law. Okay, especially what happened to I think Newtown and Connecticut. All those kids, that should tell them. Okay, all those kids who got killed in a classroom. Okay, that should tell them to make something. Okay, put some law about it. But no, instead they went right up like this never happened. Okay, now you see, now they're using. Okay, this is what they were waiting for right now. Okay, to use that those guns at this moment right now. So we are not done yet. We are not done yet. All right. So it crossed my mind as I was listening to this. All right. So let me go back to my original recording from yesterday. All right, let me see, maybe 5 or 6 comment I'm gonna read here, because he says, so for a disease so deadly you have to be tested to know you have it. Okay, because they engineer it to be dangerous, not super dangerous, but just dangerous enough to sell the vaccine. Just effing stop it. All right. I mean, it could be that too. All right, because people, for some reason, people are so blind with money. They want to have so much of it, but when you look in the foundation of things, you could have as much money, but if everybody around you die, what are you gonna do with the money? Okay, if you just remember, one person don't know everything. All right, everyone, each one of us is a puzzle to something. We know something, a little bit of something. So this is why money is used, so that way your expertise of whatever I don't know about, or if I don't feel like doing it, at least I could pay somebody to do it. But if you're destroying everybody, okay, once everybody is gone, okay, you're gonna end up with all the money in the world. What are you gonna do with it when there's nobody around you to help you with anything else? All right, let's see here. Dr. Fauci is the Judge Constanza of disease expert. Whatever he says, just do the opposite. Well, I'll listen to him, because he's been saying things, but they try to keep him shut. So the thing is still spreading, and nobody's listening to him still. All right. So I'd rather listen to him. I recall one White House spokeswoman says scoffing early on camera. Okay, paraphrase. So this is COVID-19. Why haven't they figured it out the first 18 times? Alright, so let me move on, because I'm trying to record as much as I can. So we are seeing here, I don't know if you guys are following some stuff that's going on in Russia. So this guy who was not assassinated, how do you call this? Attempted to assassinate. They were trying to poison him, but they didn't get him. So I think he was at, I could be wrong, okay? So please do the research. Alright, so this guy, I forgot his name. I think he was running against Putin, and they did some crazy stuff. I think the same thing that Trump was trying to do here to win the election. He had to flee out of Russia, okay? And then with that failed attempt to assassinate him, he was somewhere in Germany where he got treatment and everything. Once he was released from hospital, he went back to Russia. Okay, I think sometime last week he went back to Russia, and then when he went back to Russia, and there's protests, okay, and they arrest him. By the way, they arrest him, and then you see protests all over. All right, this is what's going on right now. All right, so you guys need to follow, other things that's going, not just in your area, and this is the thing that somebody was trying to do in the US, and we saw the same kind of tactic was starting to happening. And the worst thing is you have people carrying out those things. Okay, let's see here. That's from January 23rd. That was yesterday. 1,000 rally for Navalny. Okay, I think that's the person name, the one they were trying to assassinate. Okay, across Russia, and temperature as cold as, oh my God, below 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, follow our coverage here as the day unfolds. Okay, so that's a picture of that, and there's a video here, 12 seconds. Okay, the scene an hour. Okay, that's 22 hours. That's recently. The scene an hour ago, as riot police reinforced enter Pushkin Square in Moscow after police clear out the center of the square. At time swing their baton and tussling with protesters. All right, let's see. God, below 60 degrees. Okay, it's repeating and it's on a loop. Okay, there's 5 comments. Let's see here. Okay, more. Okay, it's like a thread. Let's see here. Okay, protesters then took over Strasno Boulevard chanting, Putin is is a thief. Okay? All right, so this is what they were trying to do here in the US. Okay? This is, but people are, I'm telling you, this is why I said the America is like the beacon of things. Okay? When you see people, whatever America does, the world follow, no matter what. And then we have shown, and I still stand by this, we have shown the world that this is how you fight democracy. All right, now we're seeing similar thing here in Russia here. People are fed up, And this guy who went back to Russia, he knew he was gonna be arrested. He knew that. All right, but when you think about it, this is another thing, another example of somebody. It's no longer about him anymore. Okay, sometimes when you dedicate your life to something and you believe in it, there is no fear. There is no fear anymore. All right, you just want at least your offspring. If I don't know if he has kids or anything like that. I think his wife is another country or something like that. I don't know the full story about his family or anything, but I know of him and what happened to him. That's it. And you guys could do more research about it. So pretty much it's no longer about him. He knows what the country is going through, the suffering. People don't speak that much. Just remember, Russia was a communist country where there's people are afraid to talk. Not too many people are talking. All right, so some of these kind of things still ingrained in some of those people, but sometimes when people are fed up, when they see someone who's standing up for them, and this is some of the things they've been thinking about in private. Okay, I'm not Russian or anything. Even my friend who's Russian, we don't talk about this. We talk about education, the difference between Russian education and the US education, that kind of stuff, because our kids, okay, same age, they used to go to the same school and stuff. This what sort of not come and go, like our what we talk about pretty much, right? That was our commonality kind of thing. And we became friends. Every now and then we go for coffee and things like that, so these are the people who finally saw, okay, there's one person who's standing up. He's talking some of the things I've been thinking to myself or among close family and friends and stuff like that. And he's standing up and he's saying it out loud. So I'm going to support him. This is what I see here. I don't know much about Russian politics, but this is how I feel about some of the things that I'm seeing here. All right, 17 seconds. I mean, you guys been seeing this while I'm talking, so that's that. There's another one, 18 seconds. All right, so that's what's going over there. There's 5 comment here. Okay, so it's just a thread. There's no comment. All right, there's another one. Perhaps more significant today, the protest geographic sweep on Sakhalin, okay, I probably pronounce it wrong, island north of Japan. Okay, 100 chanted, Putin is a thief, freedom to Navalny. Wow. So this thing is going over there. Okay, the poisoning and arrest of, there's the guy, of Alexei A. Navalny set off nationwide protests. The rallies began in the Far East where people brave. Okay, there's more to the headline, but it cut off. I don't want to go into the New York Times and read it. Okay, more remarkable footage from tonight. Protesters spelled with snowballs and kick black government car. All right, there it is, 13 seconds. Oh, shit. Let me see, there's 13 comment here. There's probably more threat. Okay, the breadth of today's protest per activist group. Okay, people were arrested at Provo-Navalny rally today in 109 cities across Russia. Wow. Okay, there's a line between having a civil protest and starting to kick vehicles, people cross the line. Okay. The Russian state poison people and don't hide its corruption, and you're worried about government call. I didn't want to say anything because I'm not there. I was like whatever, but to myself, but I didn't say anything. But this one is pretty much saying what's pretty much it. Why do I have a feeling that half of those protesters are going to be the victim of coincidental accident? Thanks to Putin. Okay, Mr. Putin, the detention of Mr. Navalny and the arbitrary arrest and beating shame Russian international reputation. Okay, LOL, like they have ever cared about their reputation. Okay, dude flying into the hood was unexpected. LOL. Reminds me of Prague Spring. Protest met with vicious suppression. Wait for it. Putin won't back down as long as he controls the SVR and the military. Okay, they can at least afford nice jacket that fit. Okay, keep fighting for love and peace. Keep being courageous. Keep fighting the good fight against dictatorship, fascism, Nazism, racism, and equality and justice. We support you. Fight for peace. Okay, fight for love. People are tired of funny futures lists in the past. Democracy comes to Russia. I guess y'all gonna have to quit being so nice. Throw some lead. Okay, so that's what's going on over there. Alright, so I just wanted to share it. I'm probably gonna cut this, put it with my first video. I didn't render it yet to upload it on YouTube, so this is probably gonna be part of the first video. Alright, let's see. And this is another thing that I saw that was very interesting. Okay, Sanders selling sweatshirts with his famous inauguration pose for charity. See, he's using his thing for good cause. I would like to know who took the picture of this. Okay. giving the money to charity. And I started reading some of the comment here. I was like, oh my God. All right, charity will be to give them out for free. Also, that calls socialism. I mean, and once he gave it for free, what is those charity gonna get? I mean, some people, wow. Okay, let's see here. Make it a sweatshirt and I will buy it. Okay, let's see this for comment under here. If he gives them out for free, then there will be no money for charity. How fucking stupid can you be? Laughing my ass off. Okay, money for charity. What happened to the money he used to make them? Dumbo, why wasn't that for charity? Oh my God. Oh my God. How do they say that? You have to... what is it? You have to spend money to make money. That's kind of the thing here. So I mean, it has to start somewhere. All right, which means it's probably cheaper to make the sweatshirt and then you get a greater return. Whew. Okay, I'm not how do you call this? Those people who work with numbers and stuff like that, but economics. Okay, but at least this somebody should know that. Okay, do you think it costs $45 to make a single sweatshirt? Come on, use that big capitalism brain. Okay, while he is selling them that much, must be nice. So you don't understand socialism or capitalism. What do you understand? Make it a sweatshirt and I'll buy it. Okay, I read that. Benny created them and they immediately sold out. He then donate the money to Meal on Wheels and Vermont. Beautiful guy. And by the way, in one of my videos, I said something like the mitten that he made, that he used in that photo is from Vermont, which is true. And in one place I saw it says something like a company or something who gave it to him. But when I was watching one of those nightly shows, is it Jimmy Kimmel? I don't think it was him, but one of those night shows in the US, he was being interviewed and he said it's someone who gave it to him, but that person has a day job. She doesn't have time to make mittens.
Our first guest tonight is United States Senator from Vermont. Please welcome back to the show our friend Senator Bernie Sanders. Hello, Senator.
How are you, Seth? I was at the inauguration yesterday and I was in tears seeing the new president getting sworn in and the old president leaving Washington.
It will not surprise you to know that I was aware you were at the inauguration.
I heard about that.
Yeah. Well, you were sort of one of the stars of the inauguration. Were you aware that this photo was immediately sort of became the meme of the day?
Not at all. I was just sitting there trying to keep warm, trying to pay attention to what was going on.
I appreciate that you're not a politician who uses memes, but you became one. I mean, does your staff show them to you? Here you are with the Sex and the City girls.
Yeah, I've seen them.
The other question.
What was really nice, Seth, is the woman who made the mittens lives in Essex Junction, Vermont. She is a school teacher and is a very, very nice person. And she has been somewhat overwhelmed by the kind of attention that is being shown to her mittens.
She struck me as the kind of supporter who would make Bernie Sanders mittens, because I read her saying that a lot of people have reached out asking for the mittens. And she basically said, look, I work, I'm a mother, I don't have time to make you mittens. And I thought that is very in line with what I expect of you as well, all business. And I promise to get to a substantive discussion here.
So Richmond is not a company, all right? She made the mitten and gave it to him, and then he used it, and then that's what happened. So it's not a company. So wherever I saw that particular information, and I mentioned in one of my videos, it's incorrect. Okay, I don't remember which video is that. All right, so that was that. Pretty much he's using the picture and turning it into a sweatshirt, and then he's selling it to he's selling it and then give the money to charities. So that's pretty much it. Okay, and I thought that was very interesting. All right, next tweet. The Sussex's new Archwell Foundation is also committed to focus on online reform through partnership with the Archwell Foundation Fund for the UCLA Center for Critical Internet Inquiries and the Human Tech. All right, let's see. The Duke of Sussex also spoke about the harassment he and Meghan faced and the effect of social media had on the U.S. Capitol. Oh, Huffington Post. Okay, let me see it. I wasn't planning on reading this, but that's interesting. Okay, Prince Harry breaks silence on report he and Meghan Markle are quitting social media. Okay, the Duke and Sussex also spoke of harassment he and Meghan face and the effect social media had on the U.S. Capitol riots. Okay, Prince Harry responds to a news story that he and Meghan Markle were creating social media, noting in a wide-range interview with Fast Company published Friday that they had closed their main social media account months ago. Quote, we woke up one morning a couple of weeks ago to hear that Rupert Murdoch, that's the name. Okay, so that's where this thing came. Okay, newspapers said we were evidently quitting social media, end quote. The Duke of Sussex told Fast Company, Catherine Schwabs. Okay, that's that article that I read, but I didn't read all of it. So it was in that, I guess some of the part I did not read. So this quote is from that. So I didn't get to that part. So I'll put the link in the description, the original conversation with Fast Company. All right, because I didn't finish with the whole article. So let me start it over. Okay, quote, we woke up one morning a couple of weeks ago to hear that Rupert Murdoch, newspaper, said we were evidently quitting social media. Okay, and quote, the Duke of Sussex told Fast Company, Catherine Schwabs, quote, that was news to us. Bearing in mind, we have no social media to quit, nor have we for the past 10 months. Okay, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, who announced their intention to step back as working member of the royal family in January 2020, paused activities on their record-breaking Sussex Royal Instagram account last March. Earlier this month, a report in the Sunday Times declared it very unlikely, okay, that's in quote, that the couple will use social media account for personal use again or to promote the work of their non-profit Archwell Foundation. But Harry said that isn't necessarily the case for the couple who now reside in California with their son Archie. Quote, the truth is, despite it well-documented ill, social media can offer a means of connecting and community which are vital to use as human beings. And quote, the royal said, quote, we will revisit social media when it feels right for us. Perhaps when we see more meaningful commitment to change or reform. But right now, we've thrown much of our energy into learning about this space and how we can help. Okay, he added. Okay, and in the Fast Company interview, the Duke of Sussex was also asked about the online harassment he and Meghan face in the UK, which they endure from the very start of their courtship. Quote, I was really surprised to witness how my story had been told one way, my wife's story had been told one way, and then our union sparked something that made the telling of that story very different, the 36-year-old said. Quote, that false narrative became the mothership for all of the harassment you're referring to. I wouldn't have even begun had our story just been told truthfully. I mean, I think pretty much, if anything, if the newspaper was saying, like he said here, we're saying the truthful, I think they would not mind. It's just the twist and the turn of things making them look so bad. They create like it's some freaking movie that they are. But it's their lives, it's their real life, you know? And that's what really frustrating with them, okay? They turn their reality, okay, their true reality as like some, I guess, some movie kind of thing, all right? Let me back to the thing. The Duchess of Sussex, 39, has previously spoken about the, quote, almost unsurvivable, end quote, online hate she faced while on maternity leave in 2019. Meghan says she was told she, quote, was the most troll person in the entire world, male or female, end quote. In addition to personal harassment, Harry spoke about the dangers of disinformation online and how it contributed to the deadly U.S. Capitol riot in Washington on January 6th. We have seen time and again what happened when the real world cause of misinformation is disregarded. There is no way to downplay this. the Duke said, quote, there was a literally attack on democracy in the United States, organized on social media, which is an issue of violent extremism. Quote, we are losing loved ones to conspiracy theories, losing a sense of self because of the barrage of mistruth, and at the largest scale, losing our democracies. The magnitude of this cannot be overstated, as noted even by the factors who helped build this platform, Harry added. All right, so so this is the last. It's not that short. Okay, let me finish it. The couple has continued to speak out against disinformation and online hate during virtual appearances over the last year. The Sussex's new Archwell Foundation is also committed to focus on online reform through partnership with Archwell Foundation Fund for the UCLA Center for Critical Internet Inquiries and the Center for Humane Technology in terms of action that internet and social media users can take. Megan has previously offered, quote, one clear, tangible thing, end quote, people can do to stop misinformation. Quote, it really just includes not contributing to or even clicking on misinformation, end quote. The former Suit actor said while speaking at Fortune Most Powerful Women Virtual Summit in September. Quote, and when you know something is wrong, report it, talking about it, ensuring that the facts are getting out there. And I think this last one is pretty much what the squad been doing. They saw something that was wrong, and then they start talking about it, and then get the information out there. So I'll leave the link in the description. Okay, so I pretty much read the entire thing. So let me go back to Twitter. All right, so there's no comment. Next tweet, yes indeed, Thomas McDaniel, we need people like Prince Harry to stand for our democracy. Okay, let me go into this. She retweeted that. Let's see if there's okay, so that's from Fast Company. This one, that's what I read in one of my videos. All right, I will put the link of Fast Company's article in the description. All right, next tweet. I still can't believe she's our VP, a queen, right-hand woman to the most powerful person on the planet, HBCU grad, aka an all-around boss, Madam Vice President. Look at her face dancing. Yes, I smile every time thinking about it. Oh, I remember this. Listen to this.
Black people forever! Black people forever! Black people forever!
That was funny because everybody came after him. I saw a longer version of it earlier last year. Okay, let's see. There's next tweet. Okay, man said a whole word, some of my favorite parts. Quote, it never seemed to strike him or anybody else in the royal family that it was hypocritical to attack Meghan and Harry for wanting to do their own brand. And in their case, not to sell groceries, but to do good work. All right, let's see this one. Yet, he doesn't come under the same criticism that Meghan and Harry have for doing the same thing. Do you think that double standard help explain why the couple decided to leave their roles as senior royals? If you take the case of Meghan and Harry, it's been an atrocious act of hypocrisy on Charles' part to take the view that it wasn't right for them to use a brand, Sussex Royal, to monetize the royal name because Charles was the first ever to do that in a serious way. With the Duchy brand of grocery item, he makes about $27 million a year off of holding that, including grocery items like ginger biscuit, party crabs, and so on. It never seemed to strike him or anybody else in the royal family that it was hypocritical to attack Meghan and Harry for wanting to do their own brand. And in their case, not to sell groceries, but to do good work. They're much better understood here in America, mainly because the opinion of them in the UK was driven by the right-wing press and all the people who held up an incredible groundswell against Meghan because she was seen as an outsider or some kind of exotic show business plant who wasn't suitable. Okay? In an odd way, the members of the royal family are the least free people in the nation. They're like indentured actors in a theater company, and they have to perform the same drama over and over again from birth to death. Okay, they have little choice about where they live. Their program is fixed in precise details month I never think of it that way, but it's true. Okay, that program is fixed and the precise details months ahead, and the success of their show is not assured. A lot of people won't want to be trapped in that life to begin with. I think that's what Megan discovered very rapidly. As a career actress, it was like being enlisted in the wrong repertory company, and she didn't want to play in those plays. She wanted to do something more serious, otherwise, it was like a series of waxwork dummies performing. Wow, that's a good way of putting it. I mean, I'm telling you, the squad are everywhere. This is why I follow the right people. When they come across some good things, they just retweeted it. Okay? I never thought of it that way. Okay? You will have to search the entire freaking internet to come up with this. Alright, let's see. There's 2 comments. Oh, she continues. Okay, quote, the family good work and their philanthropy is not in line with their wealth and their position. You get a feeling that they're much more into themselves than they are interested in thinking about what they can do to follow in the tradition of Diana and really do something really good. Let's see here. And that's from a book. Okay, in the book you note that despite his wealth and high profile, he hasn't actually made as much of an impact philanthropy as we will expect. Why do you think Meghan and Harry are choosing a different path? The first person to hold the whole family feet to the fire on that one was Diana. She went out there and led by example. Like in the anti-land mind, it is deciding that your position enables you to be an influence to get things changed that needs changing, and then going out and to leveraging it. Diana really did that, and by doing it to the extent that she did, she really did shame them. In a more modest way, Meghan and Harry are doing a similar shaming exercise. Though their move to Hollywood and deal with Netflix sounds like show business, what they're really intending to do is to leveraging their ideas and their philanthropy in ways that can be positive. They have this tough in London pissing on them for doing that, but at the same time missing the point. So could that be from the book Meghan Misunderstood? I'm just curious because she doesn't give a link or the author of whatever it is. Okay, by The Last Queen, Amazon or Bookshop. Okay, The Last Queen. I guess this is this. I'm not sure. Okay, let me continue. The Border family's good work and their philanthropy is not in line with their wealth and their position. You get a feeling that they are much more into themselves than they are interested in thinking about what they can do to follow the tradition of Diana and really do something really good. I think that Prince William and Kate Middleton are probably acutely aware of that problem, but they're not really able to do much about it. But Charles gets very peevish if people raise the question of, quote, well, why don't you do more, end quote. He's not transparent about his own finances, and he runs a miniature palace of his own, Highgrove. It stinks of privileges and entitlement and a lack of understanding of what they can really do in a positive way. There's so much they could do with what they have, but that brain of them is really narrow. All right, that's very interesting. There's 2 comments here. Okay, so it continue. Let's go back. Okay, a beautiful drag, my goodness. He gathered them all with a deftness and a quickness. Now, wow. Holy shit. Okay, so that was a good read. The minute I saw it, I was like, that must be a good read. So I just bookmark it. Alright, so Royal Suitor. This is a long thread. Maybe I'll do that last. Okay, this one that's the one I just read. Okay, why did I bookmark it twice? Can it be bookmarked twice? Okay, let's see here. There's Megan. I think the reason I bookmarked it because I did the video earlier where she wrote something for Larry King. Okay, this is her handwriting, July 2019. Okay, the world needs more of you. Man, look at that handwriting. Whew. And very neat too, and the line is straight. That's some skills. Okay, there's her writing that. I have her picture on something, on one of my books. Not books, thumbnails. Okay, I did this already. Let's see what else here. Exactly, that is why I wrote the thread I did yesterday. All right, let's see here. What is that? Be clear, the British tabloid claiming a snub by Biden because he replaced a bust of Churchill with bust of RFK, Rosa Parks, Martin Luther King, Cesar Chavez, civil rights icon, or the same tabloid that harassed their black princess, Duchess of Sussex. I mean, what that has to do with them over there? I don't see us telling them how they should arrange their palaces. How is that their business? I don't understand. U.S. Embassy respond to Biden removal of Winston Churchill bust from Oval Office. Okay, exactly. They still think they are an empire and are more important than the black people. Exactly. I mean, what is their problem here? Okay, imagine us going over there and tell them where they put the whatever picture or whatever they have, this is the wrong place. I mean, these people should get a hold of themselves. Well, I guess they're just showing themselves a little bit more. All right, let's see here. I'll come to this also. There's more people receiving their clever blend. Good morning, Sussex Squad family. I hope everyone is having a lovely Saturday. So far, my favorite combination is with almond milk. Have a fantastic weekend. It's like a little snob trying to brush it on us. If you didn't get yours, at least I got mine. That's the way I saw it. Okay, golden super latte. Okay, we like to chill. She's teasing us. There it is. Okay. Okay, let's see what the squad are saying here. Okay, oh, it looks gorgeous and I love your mug. Okay, thanks. It was a Christmas gift from a coworker. We're nurses, so it was not to sum up the year for us, especially spending most of the year covering and mask. Okay, enjoy your weekend and your clever blend. Yummy. I just ran out of my coffee blend to order more. I also ordered the chai and the mocha, but haven't gotten it yet. Okay, you just reminded me that I've not received mine yet. Okay, so pretty much that's the squad responding to this. Okay, oh, this one was funny. All right, yep, I definitely don't go high. I will put in my stiletto and stand on their necks. There is no going high for me. Okay, that's Dr. John Paul. I will say this: I am the nicest person you will ever meet, but try me and I will nicely hurt your feelings. Listen to this. This was
smoke once they gave it. The moral high ground was created by a bitch that couldn't take the smoke once they gave it.
Everything Sis said in this video is absolutely correct. I hate when y'all tell me to be the bigger person. No, I'm going to be small as hell. I'm going to be an ant. When they go low, I go to hell. I'm going to the earth crust. You try me, you ain't gonna try nobody ever again. Stay away from me. Don't do it. Just don't do it. And if you can't take it, it's not my problem. You shouldn't have opened up your mouth.
Oh my lord. Okay, I do not want to get on your bedside. Those stilettos, my dear Jesus. LOL, I know this is coming from you, T. Okay, you know me too well. I made a decision, though, okay, not to fight people on Twitter. Since some people are so mad and jealous of our podcast, I will drag them on the podcast or write an article to drag them so they can really be mad at me monetizing their mad. LOL. Tina is crazy. Tina's crazy. Okay, love this. Just don't do it, okay? Yep. Okay. Okay. What else here? Piers Morgan getting dragged on my timeline. I love that shit. Oh, but something is going on with Piers Morgan, so I don't know. Let's see what some of the comment. OMG, what have I missed? I used Larry King death to make a jab at him. Oh my god. Maya something. Oh, where's Page Master? I haven't heard from Page Master. I hope she's okay. Alright, yep. Give me such energy. I feel good. James Brown. I love it. It's because it's a beautiful day. What is that? Piers Morgan. Some people are criticizing Piers Morgan over his remark on the death of broadcasting legend Larry King. Okay, Larry King was a hero of mine until we fell out after I replaced him at CNN. I mean, it was two different things, wasn't it? They had, well, I saw him once on CNN, but I don't think it was the same thing. when I saw Piers Morgan, that particular video I've been talking about that I saw him, it was daytime. Usually Larry King is at night, was at night. So I don't know what he's talking about. It doesn't matter which part of the country you live in, but the time that they show them, it will remain the same, whichever time zone that you are. But in my time zone, okay, when I saw Piers Morgan, it was during the day. I remember I was vacuuming and I saw him and I was listening to him. I was like, what the hell? And I turned off the... I never watched him again. Alright, sadly it's Piers Morgan natural habit. Shit, I mean, so I suspect he enjoys it. Okay, Sam. What is that? Ended cool? Yeah. Okay, getting boasted. Alright, so there's 2 more tweets up there I want to read. Okay, another episode of the Sussex Squad podcast is coming on Sunday, January 24th. Be sure to tune into your YouTube channel at 10 a.m. Eastern. You won't want to miss it. Okay, what is this now? There's my way again. Okay, well, we're on the topic of what shitty person Piers Morgan is. He emotionally abused Meghan Markle every single day and has... I'm telling you, some squad have time. No wonder in one of the tweets I read earlier, it's in another video. She was like, she's tired. She's been enough dragging for the day. But anyway, alright, he emotionally abused Meghan Markle every single day and has been for the past 4 years, and y'all in England giggling and laughing along with him. So when you get upset with him, stupid ass antics, I don't take it seriously. Look at the meme that she used. Oh, there's 92 likes, 6 retweets. There's 1 comment here. What did they say? Oh, it doesn't exist. What happened? Okay, so that person probably deleted. Alright, let's see here. Okay, please excuse my language, but why does it seem as though every white woman in America has a big black dildo? Has a big black dildo. If you supposedly don't like black people, why you have us hiding on the top shelf in your closet? Also, check out this phone search result. Oh my god, let's see this. You see, I've been pretty good about it. I have not said oh my god quite some time, but this one just slipped out. Okay, the most viewed categories by women when compared to women elsewhere in the United States. Okay, female friendly, big tits, teens. Oh lord, ain't no threesome. Oh, female friendly, teen, bondage, ebony, threesome, bondage, ebony. Oh my lord, female friendly, big dick. Okay, just look at it yourself. Oh my lord. Oh, he went and did that search. I can't believe him. So that's that. Let's see, there's 27 comment. I think when we finally have the ugly and hottest conversation about race, the sexualization, fetishization of black men, women, trans women needs to be a part of it. Okay, facts. I don't think they hate us. I think it pen us sexual frustration. I doubt it. It's just the women. I know Mike Pence owned one. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Central America needs to be jail. What is that? Washington? What did Washington do? Is it Washington State? Okay, I guess it's Washington State, not Washington DC. Okay, I doubt it's just women. Okay, Central America needs to be jail. Washington DC or state? Okay, that's what I was saying. What is it? The state. So, well, it is what it is. That's Washington State right here. Okay. Now we know why they all have anime characters as their avis. I am afraid to ask what hentai is. Sometimes not knowing had its own power. Go to Google. Okay, I need one too. LOL. There aren't many black people here in Serbia. Okay, and oop, okay. Oh no, it's California girls making me, oh god. I'm in Michigan and I do search ebony. Oh, laughing my ass off. Wait, since when do you ask for permission to freely speak your mind? Are you sick? Do you need to get Nana anointing oil? Call church mother for a bedside prayer circle. Please let me know. What the F on all the teen searches? Oh, disgusting. Never mind. Their color of choice. It's the teen content that should be startling. Okay, so it goes on. What is that? Pornhub out here telling on these reps. Okay. Damn, my state is the only one. I guess I don't hurt as bad when you're high as fuck. We're just friendly here in Oregon. What is Oregon doing? Oregon. Oh, female friendly. Okay. Alright, let me get out of this thing. Alright. Okay, I think I did this. Friendly advice: don't smoke, don't tan, don't keep yourself super thin for 20 years. Okay, if you guys haven't known, it's a pic. Let me see. Did she? Okay, she didn't show the thing. I'll show you a picture of what she's talking about. Okay, let's see. Have never smoked. I was born 10. Never kept myself super thin, and I follow science. That's LOL. Well, I never do any of those. I guess I'm good. I never drink either. I drink sometimes, especially during the lockdown. I do drink. Don't forget the excessive drinking. The 3-week-old cabbage in my fridge. How did that come about? Okay, don't be worthless cow waiting for a ring. The shit of it all. Alright, let me go back. I'm pretty much up to date. Okay, did I do this? Okay, what is this? I think I did this. Okay, Prince Harry is the best prince. The Duke of Sussex is the best duke. Prince Harry is the only financial independent British prince, period. Let's make copyright go viral. Okay, so that's page. That's page. I didn't even know. Alright, let me go back to the two things I skipped. Alright, Royal Suitor. Okay, so this one is a good one. Okay, the reference to the last screen and the title reflect the fact that her 3 heirs are male, but Irving also uses the title as a provocation because he doesn't believe that the future of the House of Windsor has necessarily been secure. Okay, so that's from Vanity Fair. Okay, he usually okay, perfect. I don't have to go on the thing, the article. Even though Prince Charles has been preparing to take over from his mother for most of his life, and the British royal family is now as popular as it has been in ages. Are they really serious? Is the royal family that popular? Alright, okay. Irving believes that his temperament and plutocratic lifestyle pose more of a threat than a common disgust. Okay, earlier this month, Irving spoke to Vanity Fair from his home in New York about the influence that shaped the Queen's reign, the Windsors' uncertain future, and how Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are carrying on the legacy of Princess Diana. Okay, if you take the case of Harry and Meghan, it seemed atrocious act of hypocrisy on Charles' part to take the view that it wasn't right for them to use a brand. Oh, I read that. Of Sussex royal to monetize the royal name because Charles was the first person ever to do that in a serious way. So that's the article I read earlier, and I think it's this one. Okay, this one. That's that one from Huffington Post. Okay, so I don't need to read it. Yeah, I did. That's from that. Instead of being fatherland, it's a motherland. Yeah, I read this. Let's see. Okay, so pretty much this is the thing. He pretty much put the thing back as a thread. Okay. Oh, but it's Vanity Fair, but this one is Huffington Post. Okay, let's see here. Alright, so let me see here. Okay. Let me take it from here. I forgot where I left. Okay, if you take the case of Harry and Meghan, it's been an atrocious act of hypocrisy on Charles' part to take the view that it wasn't right for them to use a brand Sussex royal to monetize the royal name because Charles was the first person ever to do that in a serious way. Okay, with the Duchy brand, of grocery item. He makes about 27 million a year. It never seemed to strike him, anybody else in the British royal family, that it was hypocritical to attack Meghan and Harry for wanting to do their own brand and their case, not to sell groceries but to do good work. Yes, that's the same thing I just read. Why is it saying a different Vanity Fair? Alright, so I'm not even gonna waste time in reading it because it's the same thing that I read. Okay, very interesting read. Instead, especially his take on Charles. Okay, these are the comment here. Instead of being okay, like Wake Ahead, I think Charles is underrated. He has done a lot of philanthropic work over the years and some has been really successful. His biggest failing is sticking too much to his grandmother's way of life and thinking. Okay, I think this is more of Charles must step aside for real propaganda that we see at least once a quarter. Both Liz and Will serve the establishment above all. Charles is not malleable as they would like. Charles will want them to serve him. Neither of the three serves the people. Okay, the courtier are the good and evil of this institution. Under proper management and vision, it could thrive, but upholding itself to make up tradition, fake protocols, and maintaining the racist element of European monarchy, they will cause it to crumble and fall. Yep. Okay, it's true today impossible that all rules work, but above all, they ruin everything by not taking advantage of Meghan's presence. Yep, how I always said that, miss opportunity. That's the one of those things. I said that in so many, some of my old videos, like maybe late summer, okay, early, was it fall? Okay, very interesting read. Instead, especially his take on Charles. Okay, I think I read this one. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share.